Judgment Day member put on notice by WWE after controversial actions on Raw. WWE has put a Judgment Day member on notice after her controversial actions on the latest episode of Raw. Raquel Rodriguez launched another vicious attack on an already injured Stephanie Vaquer. Rodriguez was being interviewed by Michael Cole on the ramp before being interrupted by the Dark Angel, who limped her way out. Big Mommy Cool acted like she was leaving, but came back and assaulted Vaquer. Rodriguez hit La Primera's injured ankle with the Women's World title, leaving the champion writhing in pain. The Judgment Day member reacted to the events at Raw on X and mentioned that she had broken the title. WWE has responded to Big Mommy Cool by posting a clip from her attack on Stephanie alongside her claim of breaking the title. Raquel Rodriguez has been in relentless pursuit of the Women's World Championship lately. However, despite multiple attempts, she hasn't been successful in defeating Stephanie Vaquer. It remains to be seen if Big Mommy Cool will get another shot at the title. WWE superstar Liv Morgan commented on her alliance with Raquel Rodriguez. While there have been tensions between them at the moment, Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez are one of the most successful women's tag teams in WWE history. Morgan has always spoken highly of Rodriguez in the past. In an interview with Billboard, the Miracle Kid had this to say about her partner and Judgment Day stablemate. "Is the most trustworthy. Raquel has never stabbed me in the back. Raquel is stronger than me. Raquel is bigger than me. Raquel is more powerful than me. Raquel can offer things that I cannot, and vice versa. I think she's my greatest tag team partner of all time. We've had the most success as tag team partners. We are two-time women's tag team champions. We're gonna soon be the third, and she's such a star. I'm so happy that she has my back." Dominic Mysterio subtly revealed his true feelings on Finn Balor going for the world title. Dominic Mysterio is currently sidelined with a minor shoulder injury suffered last month in Mexico. The Judgment Day member seemingly revealed his true feelings about Finn Balor getting a shot at the World Heavyweight Championship. Before Dominic's injury at Guerra de Titan on December 20th, things had been murky between him and Balor. There has been tension within Judgment Day, but Liv Morgan's return has seemingly calmed things down, at least on the men's side. This past Monday on Raw, Finn Balor confronted CM Punk and challenged him to a title match next week in his home country of Ireland. Punk accepted, with Balor mocking the defending World Heavyweight Champion on Instagram. In a post on his Instagram stories, Dominic Mysterio reshared Balor's post about Punk. While they haven't seen eye to eye at times over the past few months, they seem to have the same disdain for the Second City Saint. Liv Morgan provides update on Dominic Mysterio's injury. Dominic Mysterio landed hard on his right shoulder during a suplex to DDT counterspot in his tag team match with El Grande Americano against Rey Mysterio and Rey Fenix. Dominic was able to finish the match, with his injury status up in the air. Michael Cole and Liv Morgan recognized his injury on WWE television 2 weeks later, confirming that he has a shoulder injury. Multiple outlets reported that his injury wasn't severe and surgery was unnecessary. Speaking on the Raw Recap podcast last Monday, Morgan provided an update on Dominic's recovery. "He's home resting. He's just recovering. We're just playing it safe. He is, after all, our double champion. He is, as of right now, the crown jewel of the Judgment Day, so we protect and cater to Daddy Dom, and we're just playing it safe with him, and he'll be back soon," Morgan said. "It will be interesting to see if Dirty Dominic returns next Monday and help Finn Balor win the World Heavyweight Championship. It could also be at the Royal Rumble, where most returns happen. Rhea Ripley's WrestleMania opponent possibly revealed. Reports: WrestleMania 42 is approaching soon, and the company has reportedly discussed an opponent for Rhea Ripley, which might shock fans. Rhea Ripley has received high-profile matches at WrestleMania under Triple H's creative regime, and this year seems no different for Mommy. According to Ibu of Self-Made, Ripley was discussed as one of the main events, and IYO Sky was revealed internally as her opponent for the event. The report sounds surprising, as Mommy and the Genius of the Sky spent most of 2025 as allies, and eventually formed a tag team in the women's division. The report further states that the management sees this as a main event match at the grandest stage of them all, but the Women's World Championship was not part of the discussion. Moreover, Sky was revealed as a potential opponent, and as of now, the plans are not locked for the event. While these are reports and early discussions, the two faced each other at last year's event in Nevada in a triple threat match for the Women's World Championship, where Sky pinned Bianca Belair for the win. It'll be interesting to see what's next for Raish IYO heading into WrestleMania 4. Rhea Ripley and IYO Sky will defend their WWE Women's Tag Team Championship. Last year, Rhea Ripley came to IYO Sky's aid when the Kabuki Warriors turned on her. The two became a tag team in the women's division and worked their way to the top, earning a title shot against Asuka and Kairi Sane. Earlier this month, the two became the new WWE Women's Tag Team Champions. After they won, they received an official team name, and the two celebrated their win on the red brand. Unfortunately, they were interrupted by the Judgment Day's Liv Morgan and Roxanne Perez. Later, Morgan and Perez won a triple threat tag team match and became the new #1 contenders for Ricci Io's titles. The champions will now defend their titles in Canada at WWE Saturday Night's main event against the Judgment Day's Roxanne Perez and Liv Morgan. It'll be interesting to see how long Ricci IYO will last as a tag team in the Stamford-based promotion heading into WrestleMania 4. Liv Morgan hints at issues with odd Finn Balor after WWE Raw. Liv Morgan has voiced her frustration with Finn Balor's mentality after the Judgment Day member was caught playing video games rather than watching his stablemates chase gold. Balor and Morgan got into an exchange backstage on WWE Raw when she suggested he had lost focus, which appeared to motivate him. Liv Morgan, on Finn Balor's odd mentality Balor, interrupted a CM Punk promo and asked for a title match against the World Heavyweight Champion. Punk agreed, and the pair will collide for the title on next week's Raw in Belfast, Northern Ireland. While the former Universal Champion is a heavy underdog to win that match, WWE could pull a surprise, given Drew McIntyre defeated Cody Rhodes to become WWE Champion on SmackDown. Morgan is focused on winning the Women's Tag Team Championships with Roxanne Perez, but she is trying to get Balor to concentrate on reclaiming his place at the top of the business. She gave an eye-opening response to her interaction with the Irish star while speaking on Raw Recap. "We all want for Finn. We all want to succeed. My success is just as important as Roxanne's, just as important Finn's, just as important as JD's, just as important as Raquel's, just as important as Dominic's. All our successes are equally as important." Morgan highlighted Balor's success. To see Finn go from NXT champion, tag team champion, United States champion, world champion, Grand Slam champion to playing video games, not even watching our segments, not even watching us go out on behalf of the Judgment Day, because Judgment Day runs Monday Night Raw. The former Women's World Champion explained why she found it odd to find Balor gaming rather than chasing previous glory. So yeah, seeing Finn sitting there being fine playing video games as we're chasing gold, Raquel's chasing gold, JD's injured, Dominic's injured. Yeah, it was a little bit odd to see him be okay with just playing video games, so I had to say something, and I'm glad that I did, because look, he went out there less than 10 minutes later and took initiative. Baylor had given a confident promo the week before yesterday's Raw when he vowed to bring gold back to the Judgment Day. There were hints of a potential babyface turn during his segment, and fans were fully behind him, getting a push in 2026. Triple H wanted to use Finn Balor properly when calling him up. Baylor arrived on the main roster back in July 2016 and became the inaugural Universal Champion after defeating Seth Rollins at SummerSlam. But he suffered a shoulder injury during that match and was forced to relinquish the title the night after. The 44-year-old failed to reclaim the world title after this and has since been used in WWE's mid-card for the majority of his run on the main roster. He also returned to NXT for a brief spell, but many feel he hasn't reached the level anticipated when he first arrived in the promotion. Triple H's comments from back in December 2015 about wanting Baylor to be showcased properly when called up are still relevant today. While running NXT at the time, he said, via Inquisitor, "I hate taking a guy like Finn Balor and saying, 'Hey look, you're the Band-Aid to hold us over until these other guys come back, and then we'll see from there. If we don't have that game plan in place when we call these guys up, especially a guy like Finn Balor, then it's not the right time. You need to have something in your mind and hopefully a long-term plan in place that gets them to where you want them to be.' Or at least that would be the goal. WWE hasn't used Baylor as a main focus for several years, and it's a shame, given that he's one of their best in-ring performers. There were reports suggesting he was going to be pushed last year, but he spent 2025 in a tag team with JD McDonough rather than given a spotlight as a singles star.